welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Steve Callaway. It's Steve Callaway 1 YouTube channel, and we are going to do today, I only have a couple, probably this one more, maybe one more video from that 2017 concert. And this one is Fly Me to the Moon. Of course, I think most of us remember Fly Me to the Moon from the View with Rosie O'Donnell, and how absolutely amazing that was. At her age, to sing that well, and she seems to understand the meaning of the song and imparts through her to us the emotion of the song. And of course, being on stage at that age, is like that alone is unbelievable, right? So let us go ahead and watch the rehearsal first. Yes, sirree, Angelina Jordan. So a couple things in there. First of all, my mind is switching between this and The View when she was younger, of course, way younger, 8 years old, I think, right? And back and forth a little bit in my mind, you know. And of course, probably the most endearing moment of that whole thing was when Rosie brought her out the gift basket, and how she gave Rosie a big hug. That was so endearing, right? So, yeah, Angelina here, again, casual, practicing, no big deal. You know, and working it out. There was a little thing at the near the end there. I don't know what that was, but it worked out okay. It's all good. So there we go. And again, it's a rehearsal, right? You don't want that stuff to happen in the performance. That's why you rehearse. So let's go ahead and watch the rehearsal, or the performance now. Angelina Jordan, her voice is like very warm butter on hot toast. It just melts right into your soul. Every note, the way she does things, the way she just walks around the stage, actually. I must be a fan. Yeah, I'm a fan, all right. And yeah, it's amazing. That's why I'm here, and that's why I stay here. Angelina is the best singer I've ever heard in my life, period, bar none. Now, there's been a lot of great singers. What the difference is Angelina touches my heart and my soul. Is it just because I'm a fan? I don't think so. When I put a spell on you way back about 8 years ago, I went on an internal spiritual journey to inspect and review my life, and to see, first thing I had to ask myself was, do I believe in reincarnation? It's really not a really important question necessarily, but I've always been a little fascinated by it. And then, so I had to dive into myself, dive into a little bit of Google searches and stuff like that, just to you know, come to a conclusion on that issue alone. When I saw Angelina do that song, and I was very familiar with the Screaming Jay Hawkins original song, it's like, how do you take that bizarre, weird Screaming Jay Hawkins original video, and he's got a great voice, and that was entirely his creation. And how do you take that he created and performed and did with all kinds of, see, that was his, he was not doing well in the music, in the music field until he came up with that concept. And then all of a sudden, he got to be pretty well known. And but he was like playing little gigs here and there and really not getting very far. So the story is he went out and he got hammered one night, drunk, and he had a hangover the next day. And he's thinking, man, I got to do something. I got to get my career moving here. This is not much of a career when I make $25 here and $30 there. So he created that whole concept with a hangover. Not that that's all that important, but just to throw it in the pile. And he created that whole witch doctor type of thing, and the voodoo, if you want to call it that, whatever else is in there. And he created that character that he played when he did that song. And Angelina steps up there at 9 years old, sings it in a recording studio, completely different, but it's the song, it sounds like it. And she captures the essence of the song and the meaning of the song, in my opinion, better than Screaming Jay Hawkins did. And she's 9 years old, and she hasn't lived it, and he has. Go figure that out. So, and of course, Screaming Jay Hawkins has passed on many, quite a while ago, I think. And how do you do that, right? So I had to go look at myself and thinking, now what do I really believe? Come on, get with it. You got to believe something. So I was raised a Roman Catholic. My mother thought that all of us kids, we were 5 of us, should have my father left, so it was my mother and 5 kids. So she felt that we could use a moral compass of some type, other than her, because sometimes sometimes you listen to your mother, sometimes you don't. And later on in life, you'll wish you had all the time, but you didn't always when you were younger. And a 9-year-old girl from Norway in a little white dress and no shoes made me dive into my life deep, because I couldn't believe it. And that's it. So let's go back. So that's a whole different song. It's not this. A little off topic here. Hang on a second. So Fly Me to the Moon. Angelina's voice, I believe, has in it, or as part of it, a type of resonance that kind of permeates your being. And that falls into that mystical kind of stuff, right? But I don't know if it really is. I think it's more science. Sonic resonance was a favorite of Tesla back in the day. And before him, there were others that had looked into sound waves and sonic resonance. So anyway, that's a long story. We won't get into it. But this is beautiful. I just love the way Angelina does the whole thing. And make no mistake, she's in control of everything. She knows everything that's going on, and with a nod, a wink, or a look, like that one right there, she can redirect things a little bit. So that is it. That means she's a consummate professional all the time, even at this age. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good day, good night, good morning, good evening, whatever it is, whatever you are. See you next time. Bye-bye.